You. Hi,
Oh, okay. Hi, hi. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Oh. How has your day been so far?
It's great. Actually, it's a day off. It's 1st of May, Maharashtra Day, Labor Day. So fortunately, I got a day off and I am like relaxing since morning.
Okay. Where in Maharashtra do you live?
Sorry?
Where in Maharashtra do you live?
When Maharashtra?
Do you live? Where in Maharashtra do you
Oh,
stay?
oh, where do I live? Okay, I live in Pune, Maharashtra
Oh,
currently.
okay. I live in Chiplun.
Oh, I have heard about it.
It's about, I think it's 3 or 4 hours away from Pune.
Okay, nice.
No, right. So, tell me a bit about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Arushi. I am from Nagpur, Maharashtra, born and brought up in Nagpur. However, for my job, I had to move to Pune. So it's been, I think, 4 to 5 years I'm living in Pune. And my qualification is I have completed my master's in commerce and I'm working in finance sector in one of the MNCs.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
And for how long have you been on YouTube?
I think it's been more than 2 years, but I have started that channel during COVID and I had a lot of time, so I thought let me just utilize it in a better way. But yeah, after COVID, life has been busy, so I am on and off on my channel.
So, what kind of content do you make on your channel?
When I started the channel, I was only uploading the conversational videos. I took subscription from one or two platforms. I really wanted to work on my fluency, and that's how I started it. But I think after that, I have also started uploading my own content, like how you can build your confidence, like that. So it's all about English conversation, my journey, and I am trying to help people who are new there or who are still afraid of this language.
Nice. Okay. That's nice. All right. So, you have any questions for me?
Yeah, actually, I have used this platform earlier also when I started this channel, but I think I haven't seen you before. You're new for me as a tutor, so I also would like to know about you.
Okay. So, I was actually born and raised in Cape Town, South Africa,
Hmm.
and I moved to Mumbai when I was in Standard 5, and I've been in India ever since. Actually, I went back to South Africa when I was in Standard 9 and completed my education over there, and then came back to Mumbai.
Okay.
And I lived in Mumbai for another few years, but 2.5 years ago, after my daughter was born, we decided to move away from Mumbai and we came to Chiplun. And I've also got a lot of experience when it comes to MNCs, big companies, corporate companies, but I was always in the training field when it
Hmm.
comes to the English language, soft skills, voice and accent, conversation skills, interview skills. So these are the things that I usually focused on during my career. So yeah, that's a bit about me.
Okay, wonderful. So, how you moved to Chiploon? I mean, is it your native place or so? Like,
So see, actually, the entire side of my mom's family is from Cape Town, South Africa, and my dad's side of the family is from India. And
oh,
Chiplun is the main city of Chiplun is maybe 5 or 10 minutes away from my dad's native village, so to speak.
okay.
So that's why we chose Chiplun.
Oh, okay. And I'm sure you are liking this place a lot because Mumbai is very crowded city. It's very difficult to survive in that city. I have been there like quite a few times, and I never felt like staying there for more than 2 days. So. Yeah.
It's yeah,
How did you like
it's a
Mumbai? What was your experience?
it's a it's a it's too busy. You know, no matter where you go, it's overcrowded. Um, Even if you want to enjoy anything by yourself, you are surrounded by hundreds of people, so you can never be alone. Um,
Yeah.
and it was always, hustling and bustling, never quiet. So moving to a place like Chiplun, it's completely opposite to what Mumbai was. Mumbai is like a 24-hour city. People never sleep, right?
Hmm.
And in Chiplun, by 9 or 10 p.m., it's lights out.
Right, right. But what about the facilities? What about the infrastructure? About quality education? I think there are, good side and bad side of a city like Mumbai. So,
Yeah.
did you feel that you're missing out something when you move to Chiplun, or it's fine?
It's fine because Chiplun does have all your basic necessities. Okay. Like, for example, they recently opened Reliance Trends.
Okay.
They've got Titan, they've got Lenskart. All of these places are open here. I wouldn't say that they have got malls or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Even there's only one movie theater in the entire Chiplun,
Oh,
and that movie theater only has two screens.
oh, okay.
But I never went there because I don't enjoy watching movies on the big screen.
Hmm.
And but you can find all your basic necessities over here.
Okay, okay.
However, uh, there are no real places where you can actually go and take your family. So, as an example, Pune, Mumbai, these kinds of places, they've got malls, they've got parks and stuff like that where you can go with your
Hmm.
family and enjoy. Chiplun doesn't have those kinds of facilities.
Okay, then if your family want to go out on weekend or on holidays, like how you manage, where do you take them? Is it difficult?
It's not because there are a few cafes, there are a few good restaurants over here. You can never um, focus on maybe like going out for the weekend because if you really want to have a weekend trip, there's this place called Guhagar, which is
Hmm.
about 50 kilometers away from where I stay. It's
Okay.
a beach. It's a beach city or town, whatever you want to call it. So Guhagar is the closest place for a weekend getaway. But other than that, it's hard to plan a weekend or something of that sort.
Oh, yeah, I can understand. But I think there are very good things like pure air, water,
Yeah,
less traffic. I think these are very important things right now. If you're living in a metropolitan city like Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, it's very difficult. So
that's
I'm
true.
sure your place is very peaceful.
It's peaceful. However, the one problem that we have, even though we have a couple of rivers and lakes over here,
Hmm.
there are problems with the water supply.
Okay.
Um, I think that's the only one problem that we have, that is the water supply. Otherwise, yes, when it comes to the purity of the air and whatever, it's vastly different compared to Mumbai, where Mumbai is completely polluted because of so many vehicles and they cutting down trees at an
Yeah.
extravagant rate and stuff like that. But Chiplun is green. They don't unnecessarily cut down trees and stuff like that. So yes, those are a few big differences.
Yeah, yeah. Good to hear that because people like us who are living in big cities crave for such places, and we always try to find out the resorts which is near to nature, or e- beaches or places where we can just go and relax and take a
Right,
weekend getaway something.
Right, right. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, it's fun, but sometimes I would say sometimes you miss um, Mumbai. Reason being is because I spent a majority of my childhood in Mumbai, right? And I always had that kind of surrounding. And then moving away from that kind of place to something completely opposite, you know? If it was like a 50% difference, it would be okay, but it's completely opposite, you know? So that's the difference. So sometimes you miss Mumbai, but however, I prefer Chipron over Mumbai 9 times out of 10.
Okay, nice. Uh, so since you have spent most of your life in Mumbai, how you ended up taking a decision to move to Chiplun? Because as we have discussed, it is completely opposite of the city you have been for a long time. So I mean, it's a very tough decision. How like you ended up?
See, one thing is that it's my dad's native place. That's one thing. But the
Mm-hmm.
second thing was uh, that my daughter was born, and I didn't want her to be surrounded by that kind of, environment that there was in Mumbai, especially the place that we were living at that time.
Okay, okay.
So I didn't want her to grow up in that particular place. So that's why we decided to come to Chiplun. And Chiplun has good schools. The education system is good here as well. So it wasn't such a difficult decision, you know.
Okay.
However,
Yeah.
it, sometimes, so as an example, let's say you don't want to, you live in Pune, right? If you don't want
Mm-hmm.
to go out to buy something, you simply go into Blinkit or Swiggy, Instamart or something, and you order it and it comes to your doorstep. We don't have
Yeah.
that here. You actually have to go out and buy things, right? You
True.
cannot sit at home and order anything. Mm,
And I think that's the best way.
yeah, that is actually.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so those kinds of facilities are not over here. Other than that, I think it's okay. However, we are planning to move back to Mumbai
Okay.
uh, in a few months. Let's see how it goes because
Mm-hmm.
Chiplun, I don't know what's going through my parents' head at the moment. And they are like on the fence. Do we stay in Chiplun? Do we move to Mumbai? What do we do? So
Okay.
let's see
Okay.
what happens.
Yeah, yeah, it happens. And one very important question, like in city like Mumbai, you get multiple opportunities, like number of opportunities when it comes to job, especially because that's your bread and butter. You can't live without that. Your job, your career. So how it is going in Chiprun for you?
I have a work from home job,
Oh,
so it's perfectly okay. Um, and yeah, I've been doing work from home since COVID, except for 1 year in between. I think this was in 2022, uh, where I was working from office for about 4 or 5 months, but then I moved back to the completely virtual environment, working from home. So it doesn't really bother me, getting a job, going to office. I think working from home, a lot of people say it gets boring, it gets monotonous, you
mm-hmm.
know. But if you live in a big city like Mumbai, and so say for example, where I was living is a place called Kurla, and a majority of the job sites are in places like Goregaon and Malad.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
So just to get from Kurla to Malad would take 2 hours to 2.5 hours
yeah.
one way.
It's
So if you
yes,
think about it, you are spending 5 hours in traveling,
traveling
9 hours at work. That's 14 hours of your day,
has gone.
right? So I wouldn't say it's monotonous or boring. I would say, thank God I have a work from home job.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I completely agree with you because traveling takes a lot of your time, and then you are left with like less time to spend with your family, to spend with yourself, and it is very difficult. Even in city like Pune, there's a lot of traffic. Traffic is the
Yeah.
biggest issue I have seen here.
Actually,
Uh,
Pune
mhm.
has just Pune has actually recently gone through this problem where it has just started because I was in Pune 5 or 6 years ago. I think before COVID, and they didn't have this problem of traffic, pollution, and the temperature because the temperature
Yes.
even in Pune was very pleasant at that time. But now when I speak to people from Pune, they say that it's so hot. There's a lot of traffic. It's so polluted. Pune has gone through an extravagant change over the past couple of years.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. And I'm actually feeling that you're telling my side of story because when I came to Pune in 2018, I was in love with this city and I decided that I'm gonna stay here for the rest of my life. But eventually the weather is no like it's not as same as it was in 2018 or 2019 or till 2020 before COVID. the
Yeah,
the traffic is too much. You have to plan according to traffic, your plans, like
exactly.
wherever you. So it's very tough now. But earlier, it was very beautiful. The weather was so pleasant. Even if you're going out in afternoon, you will feel like it's fine. I can. But now in
Exactly.
afternoon, you can't even step out of your home. So yeah, it's
Exactly.
that difficult.
I, so we have almost reached the 20-minute mark.
Oh my God, I think I have asked a lot of questions. Please ask
It's
me
okay. It's okay.
anything.
No, no, it's perfectly fine. Um, it's up to you how long do you want the session to be, because I believe your viewers won't want to watch videos that are too long.
Yeah, like if it is interesting, people want to watch it. If it goes to like more than 20 minutes, it gets boring for people.
Yeah.
So I think I enjoyed talking to you a lot. I didn't feel like I'm talking to you for the first time. So yeah,
And time just flew, didn't it? I
exactly.
mean,
Yes.
we didn't even know where 20 minutes went. And I
Yes. And we
think,
just, Mhm.
I think that the best way for someone to learn English as a language is by listening to other people have a conversation. Listening is the best way to learn a language.
Yes. Thank you so much for the valuable advice. It is very important. Uh, for people to know that this is not just from me, this is from professional tutors like you, that listening is very important. It is not just that you're doing your part, you have to relax and listen to people, and then I think you if you absorb more, there's a lot to speak to you.
Exactly.
Yes.
Not just, people think that, oh, learning the languages, I have to directly jump into having conversations. No, listening plays a key role because, as an example, look at small children, right? When they
Mhm.
are when they are born, they do not know any language, right?
Right.
And then as they grow up, when they become 1 year old, 2 years old, they start saying certain things, right? When they reach 3 and a half years old, they start forming sentences, right?
Right.
How do they do that? They do that simply by listening to other people speak, right? 3 year old children, you cannot give them a book and tell them, start reading and study English. They learn the language by listening. And the same goes for an adult
Yes.
as well. If you
Yes.
want to learn a language, the first thing you do is, as an example, if I tell you that you have to learn French, so what do you do? The first thing you do is maybe you start watching French TV series or you listen to a few French words, right? That's the first way that you start comprehending the language.
Yes, and I think the best part with kid is they can learn multiple languages if they have environment like that, because I have seen that in my own house. Like my sister's kid, he's able to speak Marathi, Hindi, English, all the languages because we all have been speaking multiple languages. So he's trying to speak all the languages. It's not that perfect, but he's trying. So yeah.
My, you just said that. I can link it to my baby as well. She's
Okay.
now 2 years and 7 or 8 months. Okay, she'll become 3 in September. She she speaks the funniest language in the world. You can't understand anything that she says. Reason being, I speak with her in English. Her mother speaks with her in Hindi and Urdu. My father speaks with her in Marathi and Konkani. Okay.
Oh
So
my God.
she's learning like 4 or 5 languages at once. So
Oh, poor kid.
so
Yeah.
listening to her speak is the funniest thing ever.
Yes, yes, right. I think
And
she's
she's completely a father's baby. She looks exactly like me.
oh,
Exactly
okay.
like me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Nice.
wait. I want to clarify one thing. She looks exactly like me without the beard and glasses.
I got it already. I got it already. I was not
Otherwise, people,
imagining her anyway.
otherwise people would be like, "Arey, he has a daughter who has a beard and glasses."
Good one, good one.
Anyway, it was
Yeah,
an amazing session with you.
same.
What I would say is, if you want to have future sessions on, these kinds of collaborations with a YouTuber and users at Clapingo, you can let the person know who booked your session that you would like to have conversations with me, and he'll make sure that you'll have future conversations with me. All right?
Okay, perfect. Just help me to pronounce your name. It's very
Obeyed.
difficult. Obeyed.
Obeyed.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank you so much, Obed. Thank you so much for such a wonderful session.
It was amazing speaking with you. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Have a
Yeah.
great day.
You too. Bye bye.
Take care. Bye
Lots of
bye.
love to
See
your
ya.
baby.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye bye.